Welcome here to this Recorder Karate video. Today we're going to be diving in deep, just really focusing on this particular song, It's Raining, which is for your green belt. So it's just going to be just everything you need to know in order to go from clueless on this song to really feeling like you have it mastered, okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're just going to read the rhythm. We're just going to figure out the rhythm to this song. Once you know that, then you can go on to the next step, which is going to be looking at the note names. Some of you know your note names really well. Some of you are struggling with the note names a little bit. But going through and getting to know the note names is going to be able to make the next part much easier, which is the fingerings on your actual recorder, right? So far, we haven't even done anything with the recorder on this song. But once we have those two things done, then we can start figuring out the fingerings, the new notes in there. We put all of that together and we combine all of that before we start actually playing it on the recorder. Okay, so this is just a way to really understand every part of this song and really become a master of It's Raining. Great, so let's get started. The first step is to get to know the rhythm. So you should see It's Raining on your screen here. You should see the sheet music for it. And it has a lot of quarter notes, which are ta. We use ta to read that. There's several half notes. You can see these half notes have an open note head. So that's a half note. So we say two because it lasts for 2 beats. And then down in the second line, we also have some TTs thrown in, which can be quite paired eighth notes is what you'd call those. And we say TT when we read it. And that's gonna really give us some challenges when we get to the fingering part there. So, which is really what makes this song a tough one and much more difficult than any of the first 3 Recorder Karate belt songs. So let's dive in. I'm gonna play the background play along track, and then I'm just gonna read the rhythm using tas and twos and TTs. And I want you to join me. I want you to read those out loud with me. Yeah, here we go. Hopefully you can hear that. 1, 2, 3. Ta, two, ta, ta, two, ta, ta, two, ta, ta, two, two. Ta, 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 ti, ti, ta, 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 ti, 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 ta, ta, ti, ti, two, ta. Okay, how did that go for you? If you kept up the whole time, that's great. You're ready to move on to the next step. If you got tangled up in there a little bit, especially in the second half of the song, then just rewind the video and go back and do that again, okay? But I'm going to assume that you're all kind of ready to go on to the next step. You got all of those TTs in there and everything. The next step now is to go through and just say each of the note names. Just reading each note name as you go by. Now, there's only 3 note names to read, which make it easier, but one of them is brand new. So here's a G. We've been using G ever since we started Recorder Karate. That was one of the first notes, is this G. And you always know it's a G because it's on the second line. First line, second line. This note right here is the second line. And so that means that this note also is a G. We're not worried about rhythm right now. These 2 notes have a different rhythm, but their melody, their note name is the same, right? They both are going to be a G because they're both on the second line. Anytime you have a note on the second line, like this one too, all of those are Gs. Okay, so we've got G, G, and then down here, we have, this is the new note. This is the one that we haven't seen yet in Recorder Karate. A note down on the first line, and that's E. Anytime you see this note down here on the first line, that's E. You might know E, G, B, D, F. Those are the lines of the treble clef. And this first line here is E. So that note is E. And the next note, the only note that we haven't talked about yet here is A. It's a space note. You can see it's on the second space, first space, second space. And the spaces are easy to remember. The letter names for the space notes are F, A, C, E. So here we have an A because it's on the second space. Okay, so you can go through and read this at your own speed. I'm going to go through and read it at kind of a moderate speed. If you're going faster or slower, that's okay. You can just turn down the volume if you want. But I want you to go through and read the letter names for each one of these notes, okay, with me or on your own. G, G, E, A, G, E, E, G, E, A, G, E. Keep going to the next line. G, G, E, E, A, G, G, E, E, A, G, 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 E, E, A, G, E. Okay, how'd you do? Be honest with yourself. Did you keep up with me most of that time? Or were you able to do it pretty confidently if you had the volume down? Or did you struggle with it? Now, if you're struggling with that, just like I said before, go back, rewind the video, and practice just that part. But once you've mastered those first two parts, then you're ready to go on to step 3. Step 3 is going to be doing that same thing, but instead of reading the note names, we're gonna actually do the fingerings on the recorder. Okay, we're not playing the notes yet. We're just gonna do the fingerings. Okay, so a G. Here's the 3 notes that we're talking about. G, of course, is 3 fingers plus thumb. My thumb hole covered, and these 3 fingers here are covered. Okay. E is the new note. So your new fingering for that is everything for the G plus 2 more fingers. Okay, so it's 3 plus 2. 3 fingers here, 2 here. By the way, this should be your left hand up on top. The video might make it backwards, so make sure you have your left hand on top with 3 plus thumb, and your right hand is down here with 2 holes covered, and then your thumb is just back here. And that's your E. Okay, so for the E, we're going to do that. And then the next note, of course, is A. And here's your G. A is just lift a finger to A. That's the 2 plus thumb. Okay, we got lots of practice with G and A when we worked on white belt, yellow belt, orange belt. And that's paying off now because we only have one new note to worry about, which is that E. Okay, let's do those fingerings together now. We're going to say the note names and we're going to do the fingerings, okay? So you can leave your volume up and follow along with my speed. If you need to go slower, that's okay too. But why don't you just see if you can keep up with me. Here we go, from the beginning. Ready, go. G, G, E, A, G, E, E, G, E, A, G, E. Keep going to the next line. G, G, E, E, A, G, G, E, E, A, G, 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 E, E, A, G, E. Okay, how you doing so far? Just give yourself an honest assessment. If you need to go back and do that again, please do. You gotta, I keep saying to everybody, you gotta take your time on It's Raining because it's a tricky one. But once you feel really good about that, the next step, if you've mastered those first 3 steps, the next step is not too difficult because we're just going to combine all of those together. The fingerings, the note names, and then we're going to say them all with the rhythm, right? Because so far we've been playing it in a very boring way where every note is the same length. If we use the right rhythm, then that's when the song really starts to come alive. And this is another one that we can do with the play along track. So I'm going to get that going. And then we're just going to, with the play along track, we're going to be reading the note names and doing the fingerings in the right rhythm. Okay, 3 different things at once. If you need to practice any of those steps, you can rewind the video and do that. Otherwise, let's dive in. Here we go. Step 4, the fingerings with the rhythm. And by the way, this is the hardest part. Once you can do this step, you pretty much have the song mastered. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. G, G, E, A, G, E, E, G, E, A, G, E, G, G, E, E, A, G, G, E, E, A, G, 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 E, E, A, G, E. Okay, now if that was your first time through that, it was probably very tricky, especially the second half. And so now, as you're practicing this, you can rewind it and just follow along the whole thing with me again, or you can find just the little spots that are tripping you up. The first spot that trips up a lot of people is where it goes E, A, G, those eighth notes, E, A, G. And so if you just practice just those 3 fingers, or 3 notes going E, A, G, 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 E, A, G. So you can do it faster. Once you've done it a few times, you'll be able to get a little bit faster and a little bit faster. Okay, and then the second time that comes back, it's even trickier because now we have E, A, G, 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 right? It's the same idea, but there's more notes coming at that faster 8th note speed. E, A, G, G, G. Okay, there that is, right in the middle of the bottom line. So work on that a little bit. And then finally, towards the end of the song, you have E, A, G, E. And that's the end of the song. E, A, G, E. Okay, so once you've mastered all of that, then you're ready for this next and last step, which is finally we're playing the song. Okay, so I'm going to hit play. And you can follow along with me on your recorder. And once you can do this, then you're ready to make a video and send it in. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, everybody keep on working with that. Good luck. I hope that comes together for you, and I hope this video was very helpful. Can't wait to hear from you.